Hello Drone Racers, I'm Mark, and today on Drone Racer 101 we're going to take a look at the brand new ViFly Finder. It's a buzzer. It's a very fancy buzzer. This type of buzzer has become popular over the last little while because it's too easy to throw your battery off your drone in a crash and then not be able to find it. With this big old buzzer on here, hopefully that never happens. So what this is you'll see there's a LiPo battery there. There's a buzzer on top, there's a button right there, and then there's a 3-wire connection. So this 3 wires connect up to your buzzer pads and then a neutral. I'll show you the manual that shows the hookup here in a minute. And then you can mount this, and then if you lose your battery in your quad, this starts beeping. Now there have been a couple of these around, but they weren't quite loud enough, and this one's supposed to be ridiculously loud. I have obviously already hooked this one up, and I'll go over how I did that here in just a little bit. So it came in this nice case. It came in a nice little case. Before I get too far, I want to mention the price. This thing's only $15. Here we have the version 1 manual that goes over all the parts that I just showed, and then 2 ways to hook it up. So depending on how your flight controller is wired, it depends on how you hook it up. Here's what I did. I had a Type A with a flight controller. So my flight controller had a buzz positive, buzz negative, and then I found a ground. So I just wired it just like this. I'll show you that in a minute. If you have a different type that just has a ground 5-volt and a buzzer, well, this shows you how you connect that. So the yellow goes to the buzzer. Very, very easy. It also shows you how you use it, but I'm gonna show you that so you don't have to read this. It comes with a nice wire with silicone cables. I cut that off and connected it to my flight controller, and there's what was left of the wire that I cut. So if you couldn't tell, I put this on my Diatone M515, which may seem like a weird choice. It didn't come with a buzzer installed, but the wire was there, so that made it kind of convenient. And after I reviewed this, I really liked the flight time, and I want to turn this into a long-range flyer. In order to do that, I definitely need a buzzer, and a lost drone buzzer is really ideal for that because I don't want to lose this drone. Didn't have a lot of space to work with, so I've just kind of strapped it on the top. I'm not caring about aesthetics on this one. This is going to be about range and flight. I was going to do a couple zip ties on here, but it actually, the one zip tie around the edge there, that is held on really, really well. I think I'm going to be okay. I might do another one just in case I don't trust the zip tie. So I have the flight controller wired into the buzzer wire. There was a buzzer wire sticking out here and that came with a buzzer that you could plug it in, but I just clipped that off and soldered these together. That was a buzzer plus and minus. So I wired the yellow to the negative and the red to the positive, and then the negative, I just found another neutral on the board. That's actually the neutral pad for the LEDs, which I'm not going to hook up, so I was able to hook there and it works just fine. So I've got my radio on for this, so it will be bound. Sometimes I've found if the quad is not bound, when you connect this up, it won't activate that function, which I don't have a problem with, but every time I have oh geez, that's loud. Every time I've had it bound, it works. So there's a little LED here. There, see that? There's an LED in there that tells me it's charging. So the manual says it needs to charge for up to an hour and a half to get fully charged. You're not going to do that on your first flight, but I think over time it's going to get there. You could also power this up and just leave it for a while. I tried it with plugging in USB on this board. That didn't work, but I imagine there are other boards. If your buzzer will work with a USB connection, that would be kind of ideal for charging it, just not for me on this one. The manual states once it's fully charged, it will work up to 6 hours. So in here now I have a switch on my radio for buzzer. My kids are 2 floors away and I'm hoping they can't hear that. That is ridiculously loud, but that's exactly what I want in a lost model buzzer. Oh, it's so loud. That's nice. It's a regular buzzer. It's great. But that's not the real trick. So now we're going to disconnect the battery. So watch this. When I unplug this, there we go. Hear that? Hear how quiet that is? That's really nice. It's just a reminder, hey, you need to turn off this buzzer. It'll do that for 30 seconds. This is really, really well designed. So what you do is you just push this little button over here, hold it in for 1 to 5 seconds, and then let go. And it beeps a couple times, and that's it. None of this, I've seen some of the others, I've never had them, but where you have to replug it and unplug it again, and that's ridiculous. Put this button on there, that works really, really well. So if we do the same thing though, gosh, it's so loud. So I power this up, let it bind, my radio's too close. There we go. Now I unplug it. Hear that? Okay, it's beeping just a little bit. So it gives you plenty of time to go through and press the button or do whatever you need to do to get it ready to turn off. without totally annoying people. And oh my gosh. Okay, I think that's even louder than when you flip the switch. Ow. Oh, it's so loud, which is exactly what you want. Okay, now we press and hold for a second and let go, and then it turns off. Gosh, that's loud. Okay, I don't know for sure, but I think that lost alarm is by far the loudest. I didn't realize it was louder than if you flip the switch. Ow. But as painful as that is, it's exactly what I want. So here we're just on the bench, but I want to see how it works in the field. If I take it outside and I lose it somewhere, am I going to be able to hear it? Is it actually going to work with ambient noise around, in the grass, around stuff? So let's take it outside and see what happens.
I've got about 3 minutes before the rain starts to test this guy. So what we're going to do is just kind of take him out here and see how it works. Say we crash over here on this side of the swing set, throw it down, he threw out the battery. Okay, so it starts a quiet beeping now. All right, so I don't know how well you'll be able to hear this. I can't hear it at all with the quiet beeping. We'll wait till it gets loud. The highway is so loud today. Lost my quad out here somewhere. Oh, wait, I hear it. Oh yeah, that's good and loud. Wow, nice. Do keep in mind it's on the other side of the swing set, so it is at least on the side. Ooh, golf ball. Swing set's way over there. I can still hear it beeping. Oh, still hear it. That's the rain that's coming. So I'm probably 50 meters away from it and I can still hear it. That's really nice. There it is, and outside even here, that is super loud. So that works awesome. And I was gonna mow tonight, but I don't think that's gonna happen with the rain out there.
So that was sweet. I got what, 50 meters away? I could still hear it really well, very easily to tell what direction it was. I'm super impressed with that. I lose models in that tall grass all the time. I've never lost a model, but I search around and go digging through there. With this on there, it wouldn't be a problem. Especially for 15 bucks, I want this on everything that I fly regularly. I'll find room for it. I found room for it on this. It's $15 from ViFly. I don't know how much it is from other places. I think it's ViFly. I don't know. I think it's ViFly. But you can get a 3-pack for 40 bucks, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order a 3-pack of these so I have plenty of them to go around. I plan on building a number of long-range-ish quads, and I definitely want this on all of them. So I want to show you one more thing I didn't do before. One thing that is nice. So as we're going, gosh, it's loud. We looked at, okay, we're flying, we're bound, we're connected, and then we go, say I don't have any problem at all and I don't want to turn it off. I just land and I take this off and I go take it out. I change out, put in a new battery, and I just reconnect it. And there we're good to go. And that will reset it so it doesn't keep beeping. I get plenty of time. I got what, about 30 seconds to change my battery, which is usually enough time. If I want to turn it off, I just push the button and turn it off. Otherwise, I just change the battery and it just beeps and reminds me that I need to turn this off one way or another. One more last option. So I unplug and it starts beeping at me. And say I can't get to the button. Say I got mounted this in a way I can't get to the button. You can always unplug this or plug this in. And then if I unplug it, there, that disabled the beeper also. So you can mount this in a manner where you can't get to it if it's inside of your frame. You can do it in that, what I guess, traditional method with the 1 or 2 other models. The Hellgate buzzer, that's what it's called. Yeah, I don't have one, but that thing was like double the price and not nearly as loud. I'm going to buy a number of these. These are awesome. So for version 2, I want it to be smaller and lighter. It's only 4 grams, but I want it to be smaller and lighter and just as loud and last longer. How about that? Actually, I don't need it to last longer. 6 hours is a long time. Well, you know, if I put this on a wing and I lose a wing out, or if I take a quad out and I'm out a long way away, longer than I should be, you know, like 8 miles just on the edge of line of sight, I might want it to actually go for 6 hours, but I want the choice with a version 2 to be able to be smaller than this and lighter than this with a smaller battery and say last 2 hours. How about that? Give me 2 hours with it to be smaller and lighter. If I could fit it inside this body, that would be awesome. Maybe even remove the button as an option. It's like this one, I'm taking it out. That would probably be okay. I would probably trade that if I could fit it on the inside of this model. But that's going to be it for this video. If you found this useful, leave a like and a comment down below. Is this now the best buzzer? Do you want this for everything, or is there another model that I don't know about yet? And you think maybe I should clean those wires up a little bit? Yeah, I'm going to zip tie those to the frame. I haven't actually flown this way. But until next time, remember, hello. Ooh, that was wrong. Hello, drone. Hello, 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 hello there.